Good day, writers. My name is Jordan. Welcome to the Writer's Room. Today, we're looking at the secret weapon that every writer needs to have. I can say with full confidence that I've searched far and wide for the perfect antidote to writer's block. Unfortunately, our results have been inconclusive. While there's probably no such thing as the perfect cure for writer's block, there is something that always seems to help me. Writers, I present to you the journal. A lot of times when we hear the word journal, we assume it means the same thing as diary, and while a journal certainly can be used for logging daily thoughts and activities, it can be so much more than that. I use my journal for everything, for general note-taking to Dear Diary type things to ideas for future projects. Personally, I like to keep a physical notebook like this one, but some people just do better with electronic journaling. Most smartphones and computers have some sort of note-taking application that allows you to jot down your ideas on the go. If this is you, journals are for losers! Let me give you a few reasons why I think journaling is a good idea. Number 1, journaling is good for your health. Studies show that regular journaling can help improve cognitive function and reduce stress and anxiety. One such study was conducted by author, psychiatrist, and researcher James Pennebaker. He had a group of college students do journaling exercises for 15 minutes a day for 4 consecutive days. By the end of the study, most participants reported they had a clearer mind, and follow-up studies 4 months later showed that those same participants went to the doctor less often. In other words, more journaling means less stress, and less stress means you have better health. If you're having trouble with something, try writing about it. It may just help you a lot. Number 2, journaling helps alleviate writer's block. Whenever I feel like I'm stuck in a rut and nothing I'm writing seems to work, breaking out the journal always seems to help. In situations like this, I like to do something called the don't let the pen stop exercise. If you don't know what that is, it's exactly what it sounds like. Just grab a pen and paper or your phone or a computer, whatever it is you like to write with, and set a timer for about 3 minutes. Then, just start writing. And don't stop until the timer goes off. Just write whatever comes to mind. It doesn't matter what it is because you're the only one that's going to be reading it. As you're writing, you might stumble upon something that triggers an explosion of ideas, and next thing you know, you're no longer writer's blocked. I'm not saying this works perfectly every time, but it's always a good idea to just turn on the faucet and drain out those bad ideas. Eventually, the good ones are going to start flowing out. Finally, number 3, journals save your ideas for you. Have you ever been cleaning your room or something and you see something you haven't used in a long time, so you think to yourself, I'm never using this again? And then literally the next day you really need that thing, but you can't use it now because you just got rid of it? That happens to me all the time. Most of the time though, it's not even objects that I do this with, it's my ideas. Sometimes I'll write something and I'll think it's terrible, so I just wad it up and throw it away. Writers, heed my advice. Don't ever do that. You might be throwing away an idea for the next great novel or screenplay without even realizing it. Granted, most of my ideas that I throw away really are terrible, and I would be horrified if they ever saw the light of day. But who knows? Maybe someday down the road with a little modification in TLC, they might end up being something pretty cool. You never know what's going to happen next year or in a few years or even tomorrow. So no matter what your idea is, just save it. Even if it looks bad now, just keep it locked up in your journal and don't let anyone else see it. Before we wrap things up, let's do a brief recap. Number 1, journaling is good for your health. Not just your mental health, but your physical health too. Number 2, journaling helps alleviate writer's block. A journal is a great tool for draining out bad ideas where no one can see them. And finally, 3, journals save your ideas for you. If you can keep up with your phone or your computer or a physical notebook, you can keep them on paper and you don't have to worry about keeping them in your mind. Thus concludes this episode of The Writer's Room. I genuinely hope it helped you in your writing journey. If you have any questions or comments or you just want to say hey, please feel free to drop me an email, which is listed in the description box below. Have a fantastic day, and until we meet again, get to writing, will ya? I'll see you next time.